What makes someone truly unstoppable? In the world of professional sports, few names resonate with dominance quite like Shaquille O'Neal. A towering figure both on and off the court, Shaq isn't just remembered for his size or strength, but for the way he revolutionized basketball with a unique and unstoppable style of play. But was it just his physical attributes that made him an NBA legend? Or was there something else? A secret weapon that gave him the edge? This video dives deep into the untold story of Shaq's secret weapon, the key to his unparalleled success. From his early days as a promising rookie to becoming one of the most feared and respected players in NBA history, Shaq's journey is filled with lessons that transcend basketball. The question we aim to answer is simple. What was it that truly made him dominant? And how can you apply that same principle to your own life? The goal isn't just to celebrate Shaq's achievements, but to inspire you to uncover your own unique strengths, your personal secret weapon. Like Shaq, every individual has the potential to stand out, whether on the court, in their career, or in personal endeavors. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools and mindset needed to identify and maximize your greatest strengths, just as Shaq did. Stay with us as we uncover the pivotal moments of Shaq's career and the strategic mindset that transformed him into an unstoppable force. This isn't just a story about basketball. It's a story about what it takes to dominate in any arena. Before Shaquille O'Neal became a dominant force in the NBA, his journey was far from a smooth ride. When Shaq entered the league in 1992 as the first overall pick for the Orlando Magic, expectations were sky high. At 7 feet 1 inch and over 300 pounds, he was a physical marvel, unlike anything the league had ever seen. Fans and analysts alike predicted greatness, but for all his size and power, Shaq faced significant challenges that would test his ability to rise to the occasion. Early in his career, Shaq's sheer physicality drew attention, but it also became a double-edged sword. Critics claimed he relied too heavily on his natural gifts, dismissing him as a big man who lacked finesse. They pointed out his limited shooting range, his inconsistency at the free throw line, and questioned whether he had the discipline to develop a well-rounded game. Opponents targeted his weaknesses, forcing him to adapt or risk falling short of his potential. Beyond the court, the pressure of living up to his larger-than-life image added another layer of difficulty. Shaq wasn't just an athlete. He was a personality, expected to entertain while delivering results. This dual responsibility often caused friction, leaving many to wonder if he could truly focus on honing his craft. The turning point came when Shaq recognized that raw talent alone wouldn't guarantee success. He realized that he needed to embrace his unique strengths and silence the doubters by refining his game. Instead of trying to be everything, Shaq decided to dominate in one specific area: his physical presence in the paint. This marked the beginning of a journey to uncover and sharpen his secret weapon, setting the stage for the legendary career that would follow. Just as Shaq faced obstacles early in his career, we all encounter moments when our strengths are questioned or undervalued. His story is a testament to the power of perseverance and the importance of identifying what truly sets you apart. In the next chapter, we'll uncover the defining element that transformed Shaq from a promising rookie into an unstoppable force. Shaquille O'Neal's secret weapon wasn't just one thing. It was a masterful blend of physical dominance, strategic focus, and an unshakable mindset. What truly set Shaq apart wasn't just his size or strength, but how he used these attributes in a way no one else could. While critics focused on what he couldn't do, like shoot free throws or dominate from the perimeter, Shaq zeroed in on what he could do better than anyone else: own the paint. At his core, Shaq understood that basketball wasn't about doing everything. It was about excelling where it mattered most. The paint became his territory, and he made it his mission to dominate that space so thoroughly that opposing teams had no answer. His physical attributes, including his unmatched combination of size, speed, and agility, gave him an edge. But it was his strategic approach that transformed those raw gifts into unstoppable force. Shaq's offensive game revolved around sheer physicality and precision. His ability to outmuscle defenders, combined with his soft touch around the rim, made him a nightmare matchup for any opponent. Teams often resorted to double or triple teaming him, but even that wasn't always enough. His spin moves, drop steps, and relentless dunks became iconic. Over time, Shaq didn't just play basketball. He imposed his will on the game, bending it to suit his style. But Shaq's dominance wasn't just physical. It was mental. He had an unwavering confidence that made him virtually immune to criticism. While many players would crumble under scrutiny, Shaq thrived on proving people wrong. This mental toughness, combined with his relentless work ethic, turned his perceived weaknesses into an afterthought. Free throws. He wasn't the best, but he made sure those misses didn't matter because he'd already scored 30 points in the paint. A key part of Shaq's secret weapon was understanding the power of specialization. Instead of stretching himself thin, trying to fix every perceived flaw, he doubled down on his strengths. He knew he didn't need to be the best shooter or ball handler. He needed to be the best at dominating the areas where he already excelled. This laser-focused strategy paid off, leading to championships, MVP awards, and a legacy as one of the greatest centers in NBA history. The brilliance of Shaq's approach is its universality. His story isn't just about basketball. It's about recognizing where you have an edge and exploiting it to its fullest potential. Too often, people waste time trying to fix weaknesses when their true power lies in sharpening their strengths. Shaq's dominance in the paint serves as a powerful reminder that you don't need to be good at everything. You need to be great at what matters most. As we transition to the next chapter, we'll explore how the concept of identifying and leveraging your unique strengths applies far beyond sports. Shaq's story is a blueprint for success in any arena, and it starts with asking yourself, what's your secret weapon? Shaquille O'Neal's journey to becoming an NBA legend offers a universal lesson. Success isn't about excelling at everything. It's about mastering what makes you unique. In a world that often emphasizes fixing weaknesses, Shaq's story highlights the power of leaning into your strengths. Identifying your differentiators, your personal secret weapons, isn't just a strategy for basketball. It's a principle that can be applied to virtually any field. One of the most striking aspects of Shaq's career is how he ignored the noise around his perceived flaws. Analysts criticized his free throw shooting, his range, and his supposed lack of finesse. Instead of trying to become a player he wasn't, Shaq doubled down on the areas where he was unmatched. He knew he could overpower any defender in the paint, so he made it his mission to perfect that part of his game. This focus on his unique strengths allowed him to dominate, even when other aspects of his game remained imperfect. Now, let's apply this to life outside of basketball. Many of us spend so much time worrying about what we're not good at that we overlook the skills and talents that make us stand out. Shaq's story challenges that mindset. Instead of striving for perfection in every area, consider this. Where do you already have an edge? What comes naturally to you that others struggle with? For example, in the workplace, trying to be a jack of all trades can dilute your impact. If you excel in public speaking but struggle with data analysis, leaning into your communication skills could set you apart. Similarly, in personal relationships or creative pursuits, embracing what makes you unique can lead to authentic and fulfilling success. The key is self-awareness. Shaq's success was built on understanding his strengths and refusing to let others dictate how he should play. You can do the same by taking a step back and identifying the skills, attributes, or passions that give you a natural advantage. Once you've pinpointed these differentiators, the next step is to nurture and refine them. just as Shaq perfected his dominance in the paint. As we move forward, we'll dive into practical strategies to uncover and maximize your personal strengths. Just like Shaq found his groove on the court, you can discover your unique advantage and learn to wield it effectively. The next chapter is all about action, how to transform self-awareness into real-world results. Shaquille O'Neal's ability to dominate the game of basketball came from a clear understanding of his strengths and a relentless focus on maximizing them. This approach isn't exclusive to sports. It's a mindset anyone can adopt to excel in their own field. In this chapter, we'll explore practical steps you can take to uncover your unique strengths and transform them into a personal, secret weapon for success. Step 1. Self-reflection and assessment. The first step in discovering your secret weapon is gaining clarity about who you are and what you do best. This involves honest self-reflection and seeking feedback from others. Ask yourself, what activities come naturally to me? In what areas do I consistently perform well without much effort? When do people compliment or rely on me the most? For example, maybe you're known for your creativity, problem solving, or ability to connect with others. These aren't just traits. They're potential differentiators that can set you apart. Step 2. Focus on your zone of excellence. Shaq knew he wasn't going to be the best three-point shooter or ball handler. Instead of wasting energy trying to fix every weakness, he invested in his strengths. This principle applies universally. Focus on your zone of excellence, the area where you can outperform almost anyone else. If you're unsure where that is, look for patterns in your achievements and passions. A helpful exercise is the flow test. Identify activities where you lose track of time because you're so engaged. These are often indicators of your natural talents and areas worth developing. Step 3. Sharpen your skills. Raw talent alone isn't enough. Shaq didn't just rely on his size, he spent countless hours perfecting his footwork, timing, and positioning in the paint. Similarly, once you've identified your strengths, the next step is to hone them through deliberate practice. Whether it's enrolling in a course, seeking mentorship, or dedicating time to skill building, refinement is key to turning potential into mastery. Step 4. Build resilience against criticism. One of the greatest barriers to leveraging your strengths is external criticism. Shaq faced endless scrutiny for his free throw struggles, but he refused to let it derail his focus. The lesson here is to recognize that criticism often reflects others' expectations, not your potential. Stay grounded in your strengths and use criticism as motivation to grow, not as a reason to change who you are. Step 5. Find opportunities to shine. Identifying your secret weapon is only the beginning. The real power comes from putting it into action. Look for opportunities where your strengths are needed. For instance, if you're a natural leader, volunteer for leadership roles in group projects. If you're a creative thinker, pitch innovative ideas in your workplace. If you're great with people, focus on building meaningful relationships that can open doors. Shaq's dominance in the paint wasn't just about being great. It was about consistently putting himself in situations where his strengths could shine. Similarly, you need to actively seek environments that align with your unique abilities. Step 6. Stay adaptable. While it's important to focus on your strengths, success also requires adaptability. Shaq's ability to evolve over the course of his career, adjusting to different teammates and opponents, is a testament to the importance of staying open to growth. Be willing to refine your approach as circumstances change, ensuring your strengths remain relevant. Step 7. Embrace your uniqueness. Ultimately, your secret weapon is what makes you unique. Shaq didn't try to emulate other players. He embraced what made him different and turned it into his greatest asset. You can do the same by celebrating your individuality and using it as a foundation for success. By applying these strategies, you can identify, develop, and leverage your own secret weapon to achieve your goals. In the next chapter, we'll take a closer look at how Shaq's career provides timeless lessons for resilience, focus, and domination, applicable far beyond the basketball court. Shaquille O'Neal's career wasn't just a showcase of athletic prowess. It was a masterclass in resilience, focus, and the ability to thrive under pressure. His story offers powerful lessons for anyone striving to excel in their field, reminding us that success is about more than just talent. It's about mindset, strategy, and perseverance. Lesson 1. Resilience in the face of criticism. Shaq's struggles at the free throw line were legendary, with critics and fans alike mocking his inability to hit consistent shots. Yet he didn't let this weakness define him. Instead of focusing on what he couldn't do, he leaned into what he excelled at, dominating the paint and scoring in ways that rendered those missed free throws irrelevant. The takeaway? Don't let your flaws overshadow your strengths. Resilience is about embracing who you are, flaws and all, and continuing to move forward. Lesson 2. The power of focused effort. One of Shaq's defining traits was his ability to focus on what mattered most. While others tried to play a well-rounded game, Shaq specialized in being unstoppable in the paint. This laser focus on his strengths allowed him to outmatch his opponents and consistently deliver results. The lesson here is clear. Success doesn't require mastery of everything, just excellence in the areas that count. Lesson 3. Confidence is key. Shaq's larger-than-life personality wasn't just for show. His confidence on and off the court was a critical factor in his success. Whether facing tough opponents or handling media scrutiny, Shaq's belief in himself never wavered. Confidence isn't about arrogance. It's about trusting your abilities and staying grounded, even when others doubt you. Lesson 4. Use criticism as fuel. Shaq didn't just endure criticism, he thrived on it. Negative comments became fuel for his motivation, pushing him to prove his doubters wrong. This mindset is a reminder that criticism can either break you or build you. It's up to you to decide. Lesson 5. Success requires teamwork. Despite being a dominant individual player, Shaq understood the importance of teamwork. His championship wins came alongside strong partnerships, most notably with Kobe Bryant and Dwyane Wade. He knew how to play to his strengths while empowering those around him. The lesson: no matter how talented you are, collaboration and mutual support are essential for sustained success. Shaquille O'Neal's journey is a testament to the power of self-awareness, resilience, and relentless focus on one's strengths. But stories like his are only truly valuable if they inspire us to take action. As we conclude, it's time to reflect on how Shaq's lessons can be applied to your own life and how you can create a game plan for success. Step 1. Identify your strengths. Start by asking yourself, what makes me unique? Think about the areas where you naturally excel and how these strengths can become your foundation. Much like Shaq found his edge in the paint, identifying your zone of dominance is the first step to maximizing your potential. Step 2. Block out the noise. Shaq's career teaches us the importance of focus. Ignore the critics and naysayers who try to pull you in a dozen directions. Instead, center your energy on honing the skills that truly matter and deliver the greatest impact. Step 3. Create opportunities. Dominance doesn't happen by chance. It's built through intentional action. Look for environments or situations where your strengths can shine. Whether it's volunteering for a challenging project or pursuing a passion that aligns with your talents, take control of your narrative. Step 4. Stay resilient. Remember, Setbacks are inevitable. Whether it's a missed free throw or a missed opportunity, resilience is the key to bouncing back stronger. Learn from failures and let them fuel your growth. Step 5. Celebrate your wins. Shaq's legacy isn't just about stats. It's about the joy and confidence he brought to every game. Celebrate your achievements, big or small, and use them as motivation to keep pushing forward. Now, it's your turn. What's your secret weapon? And how will you use it to dominate your arena? The game is yours. Go make it unforgettable.